What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, and I'm renaming it to the Sam Podcast because for the fact that I am not sharing this platform anymore with any co-host, if I bring a guest on, it's specifically from my viewpoint, my perspective to bring them on. I will no longer have any co-hosts. I'm doing this on my own, solo, as you saw by last video. So now, with that being said, I'm gonna get you guys into investing. So more investing, three stocks I want to show you guys that can possibly help change your stock market input output and what they are, why they're important, and if you should invest in them or not. And reminder, this is for the long term. We're not talking about anything where you can day trade and boom, maybe you can get a big hit on day trade, but right now we're talking about long term, things that will affect you, your family, everybody around you. So with that being said, let's jump in. Three stocks. Number one, ReneSola. Now, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing any of these names, but ReneSola, it's a global solar project developer, and they focus on solar project development, construction management, and project financing resources and services. They have more than 10 teams around in 10 countries in the world, and their business is spread across a number of regions where the solar markets are growing rapidly due to more government clarity within their policies about renewable energy. And it says that they maintain a high margin project development opportunity within specific markets such as the United States and Europe. So ReneSola, why should we invest in it? Well, the stock has went up from my perspective. I have Robinhood, $7 since I got it. Now some people may say $7, really? That's it? One share? Well, multiple shares. So think about this. Say if you bought ReneSola about a month ago or so, or probably a few weeks, it was about $5. Let's put it right there. And you said, well, I'm going to take a risk on it. Joe Biden got elected. We're trying to move towards more renewable resources. So let me see if ReneSola, due to it being one of the biggest solar developers, go ahead and invest. So say you decided to put about 100 shares into it. So you said, well, $500, let me blow that away on ReneSola. I'm taking a big risk. So now it went up by $7. Now it's at $12. So you just made $700 from those 100 shares. So on top of that 500 you put in, there goes 700. And guess what? Now you have $1,200. Now, obviously people will say, well, that's too big of a risk. Obviously it's a big risk, but the stock market itself is a risk. So with us trying to transition towards more renewable resources, more renewable energy, ReneSola being themselves as a solar manufacturer, it is slightly a low risk, high reward because you see they're bouncing off into a bull market now. So I would say invest in them simply for the fact that we're leaning towards more green energy. We're trying to take care of the environment and the planet. Now, obviously, the stock market is based off of emotion sometimes, well, most of the time, actually. However, this is just more than emotion. It's about what's going to change your future, what's going to be an input so you can have a better output, so that way we can help clean up the earth. So, ReneSola, solar energy, renewable energy. I take the bet, invest more in it. So that way we can have a better future and a more green future. And also, ReneSola stock, just to give an example, let's say around October, mid-October, their stock was $4. And now it's sitting at exactly $12. So if you invested that 100 shares, you got that 100 shares, $400, it went up 8. So guess what? Now you're at 1,200. So with that being said, I would bet on them. Next stock, Ocugen. And like I said, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the names. But Ocugen, and I have them pulled up right here as well, they go in with manufacturing items that help in different vision-related conditions. Now you may think, okay, vision-related, where does this come into anything? They're partnering with a biotech company in India called Bharat. Now, excuse me if I mispronounce it. Please forgive me. But the biotech company in India, they're going to partner with them to help manufacture a COVID-19 vaccine. With that being said, Ocugen stock just jumped up about 140%. And then after hours, it jumped up even more, so almost 200%, if not past that. So I'm looking right here, and it says the biotech company currently has 16 vaccines in its portfolio and more patents going on. And they're developing a COVID vaccine called Covaxin. And with that, they're partnering up with Ocugen, and Ocugen's to help distribute in America. So why would we take that risk? Obviously, Pfizer, Moderna, excuse me if I mispronounce the name too, are the ones that are distributing the vaccine. Well, as you've seen, Pfizer stock is tanking. Why is Pfizer stocks tanking? Because people are reporting that they have side effects from the vaccine. So now they're not putting that much trust in Pfizer. Now there's doubt. Now, Moderna's vaccine, obviously people are leaning more towards it. However, the more vaccines that we have for COVID, the farther we can get away from it. Because if you have just 2 vaccines, that's only 2 companies that are pointing towards the risk. You got other companies like Johnson & Johnson, other companies right here, the biotech companies. Why? Because the more, the better. Now, obviously, people say, well, it's a COVID vaccine. Everything should be the same, or more likely the same than different. However, this COVID vaccine that is called Covaxin by the biotech company in India, they're targeting multiple virus protein antigens. Now, what does that mean? That means that this vaccine can help better protect against the evolving strands of COVID-19. As you see, we have a new strand that is more infectious going in the UK right now. So if this vaccine could get out there really quick, and if it could produce successful results, then hey, that's company stock, straight up bull, no bear market. So with the pandemic going on, once again, something that can change the lives, that can help lives, this vaccine, the partnership. So Ocugen stock, it was a penny stock. It was about $45 when I checked it. I caught it in the middle of the bull run. Now it's at 117. Now, some people may say, well, that's not really a lot, but if you invested a whole bunch in it, say if you got the 100 shares, boom, you went up. You got a lot of money. Now, a lot of money depends on how much people define as a lot of money, but Ocugen stock about 5 years ago dropped currently right now from $120. So maybe history will reverse itself and repeat, and maybe they'll go back up that $120. We may never know. If this vaccine is very successful, people start accepting it, the partnership goes through well, that stock is going to go up, bull run. So would I say invest in Ocugen? Not right now. Now I say that because, observe, this could just be a quick bull rush and it might bear the next day. So we got to be observant on how the stock goes and its history, and if the partnership goes through and the vaccine is successful or is producing successful results in the trials. So for Ocugen stock, just wait on it. Take a little time. I'm already invested in it, so I'm taking a risk. However, I say if everything looks good, everybody read the news, understand the finance reports, okay, it's going to be well. Invest in it. But I'm saying hold off right now, because this may be a one-time thing, it may not. Just hold off, do research, factual research, and then you could go on and see if you want to invest in it or not. But I say hold off. That's just my opinion. And the third and final one, FuelCell Energy. Now, mind you guys, I'm invested in all 3 of these stocks. I got ReneSola and Ocugen for myself. FuelCell was a free stock thanks to Robinhood. And FuelCell Energy. Well, what is FuelCell Energy? Who are they? Well, obviously, they manufacture fuel cell and they're a fuel cell company. But what is that? Natural gas, biogas. And it is the biggest publicly traded fuel cell manufacturer in the United States. It operates over 50 plants over the world. And its largest fuel cell park is located in South Korea. So, FuelCell Energy, are they worth it? I would say yes. Because I got the stock when it was around, let me see, probably around probably around $3. I was about to say 2, but now it's about $3. So I got around $3, and right now it's sitting at 11. So you'll say $8 profit for one share. Wow, cool. But wait, you could have bought $300 worth of it. Could have got those 100 shares, and boom, it went up to 11. So now that $8 profit, you got $1,100 now. Now, obviously, some people might take that risk. Some people may say it's a silly risk because the stock would have been so low. We never saw it coming. But you do the research and you understand these investments are long-term investments to help out for the future. Like Shaq said, he makes investments based upon if they're going to help somebody. So, renewable resources, the COVID vaccines, those are to help people for our long-term benefit. Give us greater energy, green energy, help save the planet. Renewable resources, get this virus out the way. We're developing so quickly, but we have to understand what's good for the long term, what's good for the short term. Is it bulling forever, or is it gonna bull then bear the next day? Now, obviously, I'm looking on Yahoo Finance right now, and FuelCell Energy stock is all green across short term, mid term, long term for a bull market. There's reports that by the end of 2020, FuelCell is going to reach $20 per share. And I'm willing to take a bet that I'm going to invest a lot more before the end of 2020. So would I say get FuelCell? Yes. Renewable energy. Joe Biden got elected. We're leaning towards more green energy now. So let's go ahead, invest in that. Ocugen. Should we invest? Hold off. Just hold off a little bit. More research. Let's make sure that it's not just a one-time bull run. ReneSola. Invest in it. Solar energy. It's been around forever, but now we're just getting to the fact that we need to understand and use it more. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in for all this investing stuff. And I will get back to you guys with more investing. I might go ahead and talk about cryptocurrency the next time, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, all that, Dogecoin. Nah, not Dogecoin. But thank you guys for watching. Please share this. Make sure that people spread the word and understand what's going on in the stock market right now, and make investments that are for your long-term benefit and investments that can change lives. Because you see those investments that change lives, they produce a lot of money. So thank you guys.